in your opinion, do companies actually want diversity, or do they just want tokens? That was a good one. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Y'all like that? I thought it was good when I came up with it.
Go ahead, Brittany. You got it. Is this on? Okay. Hello? Okay. I cannot speak for every company.
Yeah, of course not.
I will say that any company that I have ever accepted an offer for or from, it's because I saw others such as myself in leadership roles within that company. If you are not seeing that, if there's not one person on the interview panel that looks like you, you may want to rethink some things.
That's good.
I mean, I can speak a little bit on that. Seeing that I do have a company, I will say that 71% of our engineering staff is African American, which is something that you don't really see every day. I've been the only black guy on a lot of different engineering teams. And to be honest with you, I've been a token, and I've also been a part of a company that was really trying to expand and be diverse. So to piggyback off what you said, I think it's just a mix. You'll see companies out there that are very genuine about it, and then you'll see others that are like, hey, I just need to check this box so I don't get canceled, you know?
Right.
But you can feel that. I think bigger than anything else, I think quickly once you join an organization, it doesn't take long. You can quickly feel the difference. Does this culture accept me? Am I now a part of this culture? Or was I just a check the box, right? I've been at those organizations, you've probably been there too, and I've quickly made those moves, right? I got what I needed to get out of that role. I learned what I needed to learn. I mastered a new technology, a new, programming language or whatever it was that I needed to get from that, and I quickly moved on, right? Because I saw what it was, but guess what? I'm gonna get what I need to get out of this before I move on. If that's how you're gonna play it, great, I'm gonna play it this way as well. So don't be afraid of that. I think for me, I've leveraged every opportunity just as much as they're getting their salaries worth out of me. I am going to get that plus some out of that job more than you know before I leave.
Come on.
So I don't care. Let me be a token.
Hey, that's some great.
Let me be a token. That's just me. Let me be a token.
And then too, if you're diagnosing that could be the situation, you may have an opportunity to be that Black ERG leader or creator. And if you are trying to create that space for others like yourself and it's not being heard and the company doesn't have a budget, and they're not returning your emails regarding that, then you already know what it is.
So for those of you all who have talked to me, y'all know I be saying stuff. Okay? When I went into, what was surprising for me about when I interviewed for Microsoft was I literally interviewed beatboxing. I interviewed as Shanae, really as for people who know me, they call me Nay. So I was Nay in that interview. Nothing about Shanae was there. I was my absolute self, the same way I would be at home, silly with my husband. So that was the moment that I realized I may be coming into something where I don't feel like I have to put on a facade, or I don't have to put on a mask, or I don't have to code switch, because I'm not doing that. And I made up my mind that I was not going into my interviews code switching. I literally said, I'm going to talk how I talk. Whether you like it or not, I'm going to speak how I speak. And so when I went into my Microsoft interviews, I had someone who looked like me. He was a black man, but then I also had two other interviewers who didn't look like me and let me be myself, which was very rewarding because, even I told my director this week, I said, you have to understand, I don't think you understand as a white man, for you to encourage me and other black people who are under you and report to you, for you to encourage us to be our absolute self and be okay with us being ourselves. And it actually, I was in tears telling him this in our one-on-one. I said, you have to understand what that means for us, as for the culture, for black people. And I said, I know you'll never get it, but I keep saying it because other people can't say it to you. So I'm going to say it to you on behalf of my community. I appreciate the fact that you're allowing us to be ourselves, although I'm going to be myself anyway. So to answer the question, in terms of a token, I have never been in a space or interviewed with a company that I feel like I'm being a token. What I have experienced, though, is I've been under a black person and was told not to be myself.
Ooh.
And I've also been under white folk and was welcome to be myself.
Yeah.
So I was very confused.
Yeah.
Like, confused as shit. Like, I was very confused. And because we're in this safe space, not only was I under a black person, but we were in the same sorority.
Wow.
And it broke my heart.
Yeah.
And it broke my heart to a point where my current manager had to break me out of that work PTSD because I was holding back a lot from being myself because someone who looked like me told me not to be. And I couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
And so it not only did it break my heart, but it confused the hell out of me. And I was just like, how is it that we are in a space where George Floyd was just killed, where Breonna Taylor is killed, where Ahmaud Arbery is killed, and you're actually telling me that I can't be me, and you look like me? Right. Not only did that piss me off, but I also called her secretary and was like, you need to tell her what I'm about to tell you. Because you don't understand that not only are you my leader, but you are supposed to be encouraging me to be great.
Yeah.
So how are you my leader? So I actually experienced the opposite. And it's taken me more than some years to get out of that mindset of you can't be yourself, which is why you all on LinkedIn, when you follow me, I am my absolute self because I was told not to be.